Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chung. I am contesting in P105, Petaling Jaya constituency. So I advocate for a more sustainable Petaling Jaya. After years of development, I think we face a bottleneck. And the bottleneck is not just about the bottleneck in PJ, but be it environmental, social or economical problems that's facing this country. We also need to find new ideas. We need to get rid of what happened in the past and start charting a new path for the people. So nationally, I advocate for the establishment of a climate change and global warming committee in the parliament, which I'm very passionate about. Secondly, I will also ask to have more check and balance in the parliament to strengthen our public account committee and to make sure that the people's voice are well represented in the parliament. And thirdly, at national level, I will also use my experience serving 2 terms as state assemblyman in Pahang and also 3 years of working experience in the opposition leaders office in the parliament from 2008 to 2011 to help me better in policy making. Locally, when we talk about sustainability, as my contestants, other contestants have said, there are also economic imbalances in PJ. So when we talk about sustainability, we also need to try.
You will not be able to have time on the ground, but you can actually merge it together. So there will be a top-down, bottom-up approach, and this coordination is very important. So that's why when we vote MP, it's very important that the MP will know how to work with the 3 items that they have at the bottom. All right, they may be from different parties, but put party aside, it's the people that you must come together. So I'm worried about our councillors. Our councillors are divided into 3 parties as well, and they don't see eye to eye as well. All right.
PJ has actually headed a particular project, which is to build MP profiling portfolio. Right. This is a portal. Every newsworthy item about them, we will also upload it. That means by GE16, when you wanted to check a candidate, you will have a single place where you can go and find all the links to all the information. Candidate charged for corruption, it will be there, right? Candidate gave a really good speech in parliament, it will be there. Both the positive and the negative. So as voters, we will be empowered. Often we remember only the good things, forget about the bad things, right? And until right after the elections, then we are reminded very forcefully, right? So this is a good place for us to keep our records about each candidate.
And things like that. I mean, even adults were not allowed to stand in the full board meeting, and even public were not allowed to enter full board meeting in Maduris Bandaraya one time. So don't get me wrong that I'm a conservative. I'm just saying that, or suggesting that after talking to city councillors, there are of course bad city councillors, but there are also some city councillors with heart to serve. My conclusion is that instead of advocating for local council election, we should single focus on mayor election. Local council election, yes, we need to elect 20 over of them for one city council. Mayor, we have 1, and the executive power mainly primarily rests on.
If you get councillors elected, my idea is very simple. 24 council, Kampung Tumpu is 1 precinct. So you select somebody who lives in Kampung Tumpu to become the council.
Questions first, and then if you have time, you go back to answer the list.
Yes. Picture? Okay, number 3. Empower Parliamentary Select Committee to scrutinize the appointment of MECC and Election Commission chiefs. Okay, please hold it for a while. Huh? Okay, right. Yes. Okay, thank you. Number 4, set up an independent police. Elected, I'm willing to declare my assets. Elected, not ministerial appointment, when elected, right? Yes.
I've declared my assets before contesting.
Okay, fantastic. I think that is the new Dr. KT is
Same with GI. They insisted all of the declare before we...
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for leading the way, because I think every GE we see that there are thought leaders and people who are pushing the standards up. And
bullet questions on politicians, what do you do within the first 100 days? So as if, 100 days, something magical could happen. I must say that the change will take long term, or sometimes medium term. But on the first 100 days, there are some, at least, prerequisite preparation that can be done. And to me, it's important to ensure that, on one hand, the service center must be up and running and efficiently, to set up a good team, to make sure we can relay and we can engage with people quickly, respond to their grievances also quickly and professionally. Working together with Adun, Ali Majlis, MPPJ, and all those network and linkage have to be set up quickly, so that we can also, on my predecessor, YB Maria's, some files have been handed over, and I'll continue with that, with those things. Secondly, I talk about Tibet education, and that's very close to my heart, because right from the IO Malaysia time, we have engaged experts, and we have engaged with a lot of volunteers to draft some plans and how can we assist the people and the youngsters so that they can be equipped with higher skills, high value jobs, so that they can get high value jobs. So on that, from different people, my other contestants, so that we can continue to improve PJ, not just PJ but nationally. I'm mindful that going into Parliament is not just about local issue, because we have city councillors, we have the state assemblymen. So I'm taking a balanced approach on how can I continue to enhance and rectify perhaps some of the mistakes made locally. And being someone as an outsider of Selangor, hopefully I can provide a third party view. I served in Pahang for 2 terms. I'm old in the party, but I'm new in terms of engaging Selangor politics, right? And at the same time, in this election, I'm sure it's not just about electing one candidate or 2 candidates. It's also about the future of this country. And that requires collective efforts. Why do I join a party? Political party is like becoming a dirty word nowadays. And politicians probably are the most untrusted person currently by ranking. But we are here and still standing here as someone that still have the conviction that we deserve better and we need to change. Unfortunately, sometimes in democracy, it's not about electing the best, but it's electing among the best. So, on Pakatan Harapan, we proposed a candidate for Prime Minister, and we need to get it through so that we can really eradicate some of the problems. And to me, corruption, I did not talk about corruption at all, because to me, that's my basic standard. And it should be the standard across boards, BN, PN, independent, or PH. We should never just hop on anti-corruption platform, because that should be the basic standard for a politician. We draw our salary from the government, and that should be our, how we can continue our living. But at the same time also, we were given pension, right? The pension is supposed to allow us to speak out without fear or favor. Yeah, so I'm here, pleading that to be given a 5 years contract, so that I can continue to serve. And given my experience, 2 terms as state assemblyman, I'm sure I can draw my previous experience to apply to PJ. And as someone that have lived and studied in PJ for about 10 years, it's very close to my heart. And I hope that on 19 November, I can have your support. Thank you very much.
thank you very much. We just have one more.
kecewa sebab variasi tak pilih. Mana mood sekarang ni?
I think isu tu dah sebenarnya tak berapa dibangkitkan, dan Maria memang satu standard yang tinggi, dan saya perlu memenuhi asyuan rakyat dan supaya saya boleh mendekati standard yang ditetapkan oleh Maria. Tapi pada masa yang sama saya juga membawa aspirasi yang baru, dan mungkin pendekatan yang berbeza kepada BJ, dan saya rasa ini juga boleh memberikan keyakinan kepada rakyat untuk menyokong harapan yang sangat tinggi.